What's up, guys? Barry Game here, back with some more Idle Heroes, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a comparison. So, in our guild boss here, we have our guild avatar. Currently, we're not in first place, but what I want to show you guys is actually the power difference having a fully decked out tenant can mean on your cloud island. So we're gonna not change much of our setup except for the fact that this here now is all at level 60 versus 100 to 105. So this is where you're gonna notice the difference. We're still getting a lot of stats from these heroes. Everything about it is really strong. Our formation we're keeping the same as well. Man, I forgot we haven't even used our other lineups here. Yeah, PvE boss, we're still gonna be running this really strong lineup here. Everything is still locked in. Energy feed is here. Technically we could change a couple things around, but it's not that's not the main point of this. The main point is, what is the difference of 40 levels on a tenant island? So you guys remember, I think we're doing somewhere between 11 and 15 trillion damage per attack against the Molassa previously. We're going to run the same exact style setup. It doesn't really matter where the heroes are. Molassa's hit randomly, so that is not relevant. So let's watch the battles here, and you'll see as we go through, the numbers still look impressive, but there's a big difference. And I want you guys to try to guess in the comments right now, before you fast forward, before we see the final result. What do you think our average damage is going to be today? We're going to do 4 attacks. We're going to see about the range that we are doing every single time to see what that turns out to be. Some of this does involve RNG with the molasses because, of course, hitting Queen means a lot more damage. That was 709 million just for one counterattack. So it can add up to be a ton. However, it's not really that big of a deal, to be honest. As long as the energy feed is still going strong, we are in a good spot. And the fact that molasses hit a lot of targets, even if the speed gets messed up because of the molasses, they usually give energy back pretty solid to us. So we have very big active abilities from the Vesa. Looks like the bottom one already kind of tweaked it out. We are using the improper skin for this too. We should be using I actually don't remember the name of it. The other one, the one where she got the nice big red kimono robe, whatever it is. So again, there are some differences here, but remember, we did somewhere in the ballpark, I believe, of 14 trillion. Let me actually see. While this is going on, I might be able to find an old screenshot of the damage numbers we might have done. Was this one of them? 14.5 against Kameth. Did we do any bigger damage numbers versus Molassa? I don't know if we did. That Star Expedition against Dark Arthendal, she of course did not great at all. What are these damage numbers? Here we go. So Molassa, she did at best, it looks like somewhere in the ballpark of about 12 to 13 trillion. Now here's the big moment, because this is what I wanted all you guys to guess, is how much damage is she doing in these late rounds compared to previously. We'll slow it down. I still love this Drake skin. It just looks amazing. All right, so we're doing about 4 billion per hit. Again, there is RNG involved, where the wolf hits, where Heartwatcher hits for her marks, all those fun things, and you can't really anticipate that, and there is RNG that you cannot work against, but 3.6, 1.8, 3.6. So this is actually kind of a lackluster round. I actually don't know why the damage was so low there, but you'll see right here. Give it a second. Counterattacks are almost done. 7 trillion. It's actually one of our higher rolls, honestly, because what I saw yesterday is we were doing more like 5 to 6 trillion. So let's get another hit in here. We'll just smash these out. About 7. So we're doing better today, and it might have been because I kind of optimized our heroes just a little bit compared to the first day of this. We should still be able to take first place. It's just going to be nowhere near as dominating. More like 6.4 trillion. And then for our last attack here, Give it a second. We hit for, ooh, and this is where RNG really plays a big role. Look at the difference in that. The RNG in this comes down to like 4 different things. One, the wolf, when it uses his active ability, it bleeds the enemies. He puts a buff on 4 random allies. We don't really know what ones they are. At least with the Phoenix, you can see who the heal hits, and we assume the buff hits that same target the heal hits. In this one, we have no way to tell, and we have 6 heroes, so you could miss the Vesa every single time with that buff. So that's number 1. That's an 80% stacking buff that we're missing. Number 2 is Heart Watcher. Heart Watcher technically takes like 8 to 10 rounds to get her mark maxed out on 2 targets. 3, it becomes more like 10 to 12 because in reality, you might have a target like the front one with defense down that never gets marks, because if RNG happens that way, you can only hit 2 of the 3 targets the entire battle. That's part number 2. Number 3 comes in with Melassa hitting Scarlet Queen Halora. Her attack hits 3 random enemies. Both are active and her basic. And as you guys saw, every counterattack she did was about 700 million. I mean, if you guys don't know, 700 million, that can add up fast. 15 rounds, 3 times. Actually, how much damage would that be? 0 times versus that. So 700 million. 700 million times 3 times 15 rounds. That's 31 billion. I guess it's not that much when we actually consider the type of damage we're doing here, but you guys get my drift, right? You understand where the RNG comes in, and you can see how low the damage falls down. So yes, we can still take first place, but you know, I might go back to the one overpowered Vesa, because as fun as it is having all these heroes kind of leveled up and having their own homes, because I've tried to spread our homeowners out and give like 40 to 60 for like what, 1, 2, 3. I think we didn't put anything on the sword flash. And then of course her at 60s. It can help us out in game modes like Aaaaand Dungeon, but really the places I have the most fun in this game are like guild boss fighting, see what type of damage I can push, and then of course Star Expedition. Star Expedition bosses I actually really enjoy, and as fun as Aaaaand Dungeon Purgatory is, I don't think we're gonna have any time soon that we're gonna come near to like getting into the very high brackets of 100 to 200. There are whales out there like up to like 120 to 150 range, which is just absolutely insane. I can imagine what their accounts actually look like. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys enjoy me having like the one super powered? And because if you do, I might take this up to max. That's not max yet, guys. That's level like 100. It can go to 120. Let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.